What a long day. At least the store is now, open? Good enough. I'm sure no one's gonna come in. No, I don't think so. Okay, fine. But I don't see what they could have possibly added to be so important. Mario Paint, one of the most novel and unique games made by Nintendo. Well, I guess game's not the exact word to use for it. It's more of an art program, which is a bit odd for a console to say the least. But back then, Nintendo was looking for new ways to spice up their console, kinda like they do now, but to a greater extent. And one of the many ways they did that was by making some crazy console accessories, like the classic End Zapper, or even the Super Scope, being cool light gun accessories. They also had some weird ones like Rob and that weird gamepad thing for the Olympics game, and even the Forbidden Power Glove. It's so bad. But one accessory that stood out way more than the rest was the Super Nintendo mouse. You see, the Super Nintendo mouse, while being one of the, I'll say, weird ones, is also one of the most unique and coolest accessories they ever made. While being supported by only a few games, most of them being locked to Japan, there was always still a few that really stuck out from the others, even while not being locked to Japan. And one of those games being Mario Paint. Now, Mario Paint sticks out a lot from the others because it was one of the most readily available games with the mouse, but it's also just one of the most fun and passionate projects Nintendo's ever put out. Just starting with the title screen alone is pretty unique. The title screen has, well, Mario Paint and Mario running around there. And each one of the letters in the title is interactable. The M shrinks Mario, and pressing the R turns into a weird creature. And then the N, well, it does one of the worst things possible. Yeah, credits aren't exactly groundbreaking by any means, but I guess they had to add them somewhere. Once you're done messing with all the letters and stuff, the way to actually get into the game is by clicking on Mario himself. Now, starting the game, you are met with a lot of options. Your brushes, your different colors, and all those things. At the top is where all your colors will be. The colors can change to, normal solid colors, to little patterns, to even little stamps of character sprites. At the bottom, there are your tools, being 3 different brush sizes, a line tool, and even an airbrush. There's also the eraser tool, which will change the top bar. And it'll also have the option to do some crazy cool full canvas erase animations when you press most of the ones at the top. A lot of them are kinda boring, but there are some pretty cool ones, like this one. But if you get tired of the art, you can always take a break in the break room and play a cool fly swatting minigame. It's a simple game where you swat flies. It's called Net Attack, and the main premise is that you swat enough flies and eventually you'll get up to a really cool boss fight. It's one of the most iconic aspects of Mario Paint, so iconic in fact that it was referenced in Mario Maker. But after a good break, you can explore all the other art modes, such as Stamp Mode where you can make custom sprites. While a bit limited, you can still make some pretty cool ones. Or whatever the hell I made. I don't even know what this thing is. But the best aspect about Stamp Mode is that these stamps that you make in this mode will transfer over to the main art mode and you can put them in your own little artwork. There's also a coloring book mode where you can, color pictures of like Mario and a few other pictures that they have in there. You can also probably make something absolutely horrifying with these preset drawings by just editing them a little bit. There's also an animation mode that allows you to make up to 9 frames of animation, and even use them in little animated things. It's not great, but it's not bad either. For the time, it's super revolutionary, especially for old hardware. And I'm pretty sure this animation mode probably led to the creation of something like Flipnotes Antenna, or Flipnotes 3D. But that's a topic for another video. And finally, there's the most important and cool mode of Mario Paint. One that's so iconic it transcended the game itself, being Composer Mode. Composer Mode is, a music composer, with the different sound effects and all the things you get in Mario Paint. A lot of people end up using this mode and making even an application to make longer songs in this mode to recreate covers of songs such as Take On Me and a few other iconic songs you can think of. I'm pretty sure if the song exists, there's a Mario Paint cover out there for it somewhere. Well, now that we've covered everything, I think there's only one thing left to do. Time to make my magnum opus. You know what that means. It's montage time!
I'm doing it! I'm doing it! Yeah! Yeah! And some of these can doing it! Yeah! Yeah!
It's finally done. I hope you're all ready to see this art, because once you do, there is no going back. Well, I peeked. Oh, you know, the end screen of the video.